Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, and today we're going to be talking about Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. This is honestly kind of came out of nowhere. I did not see this one coming in the slightest, and if you guys caught the Xbox showcase, then hopefully you saw it, but if you didn't, Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is basically a brand new standalone title coming in 2021 for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and PC. Rather interestingly, if you check the Japanese trailer, it did also mention that it's coming to Nintendo Switch and PS4 as well, but more importantly, this is going to be a great entry point for anyone that wants to play PSO2 but doesn't necessarily want to jump into the current version of the game. You guys might have seen that PSO2, of course, released, or re-released, should I say, on Xbox, and of course, you know, gave people a chance to jump in the West, because prior to that, it was basically only available in Japan, and it is a great game. Honestly, I mean, I used to play Phantasy Star Online 1 back on the GameCube. That was... Honestly, I love that game. I sunk so many hours into it, like thousands of hours into that game. That was like my pre-Monster Hunter hunting fix, so I loved that game. I will say I had every intention to jump back into PSO2 when it launched, but, you know, what with being busy with work, and also, admittedly, kind of jumping in and it feeling just a little bit dated, it is still a fantastic game if you've been playing it, but I will say for people that maybe haven't played it, it isn't necessarily the greatest entry point. So, therein comes PSO2 New Genesis, because this being a brand new standalone title, means that you can jump in. They've of course got the revamped graphics engine. It looks really nice, and for anyone that maybe wants that kind of loot fix, something to kind of go out and play with their squad, that sort of online fix, this is 100% gonna give you that. So yeah, in this video I thought we'd kind of go over what we currently know about the game, because there's a few things out there, and if you've got any questions, then by all means let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you do enjoy this, if you're a fan of the series, or maybe you are thinking this might be your chance to jump in, then let me know in the comments down below. Drop a like on the video, and be sure to keep it locked, because this is one that I definitely want to, I feel like we're going to cover this one on the channel, so once it does come out, you can expect some videos for New Genesis. Anyway, starting at the top, New Genesis is an open field online RPG, and as you may have seen if you've seen the graphics, and if you've seen the original PSO2, this has a brand new graphics engine, so it looks incredibly nice. The world itself has day, night, and weather cycles. There are new movement options, so when you're getting around the world, you've got things like Photon Dash, which allows you to sprint around at high speeds, Photon Glide, which allows you to glide from high locations, which is going to be awesome from a kind of exploration point of view. When it comes to character creation, there are going to be much higher fidelity models, there are going to be more options and accessories. However, rather interestingly, you can import your old PSO2 characters, and you can choose to use either the older character creator or the newer one, since they are both compatible with each other. And to that point, to kind of sort of like interject here, for those of you guys thinking, where does this fit in? How does this work? Am I going to be playing this? Do I need to play the original one? So basically, these are designed to run alongside each other. PSO2, in its current form, will still be available to play, and it's actually going to be receiving a graphical overhaul to bring it in line with PSO2 New Genesis. And if you're playing PSO2 now, and you plan to go to New Genesis, you will be able to bring your characters over. However, New Genesis is also going to function as a starting point, so don't think like, alright, New Genesis looks cool, I'm going to have to go and slog through PSO2 right now. Not to say it's a bad game, but it might necessarily be what you want to do right now. You can just jump into New Genesis and just start fresh, which is incredibly important. So both of these games will run alongside each other. They will of course have the ability to move states between them, so you can basically pick and choose and play whatever you want. Of course, linked in with that, a few other things from PSO2 carrying over to New Genesis will be things like your Arekkz cache and your star gems. Emotes will carry over, weapons, units, of course your armor, your mags, which are the artificial pets, those kind of things, they will move over. However, some of their functions, abilities, they may be subject to change so that they fit the new combat system of the new world. So there may be some changes, but a lot of the stuff that you've been investing in currently will move over, or can move over, should I say. However, on the opposite side of that, character growth-based things such as your levels, your skills, and your photon arts will not carry over, as well as your basic currencies such as Meseta and Fun. So basically, as you can begin to see, like if you're jumping into New Genesis, it is supposed to be a brand new starting place for a lot of people. So, you're not going to bring over your max level character and just like trounce your way throughout the entire world. It is designed to be, something that you can bring over your investment, but still start afresh alongside other people. So, basically even footings and whatnot. So it's going to be great. Essentially, think of it as this, think of it as a fresh start, think of it as a chance to experience PSO if you've never played it before. This should be a great place to jump in. The battle system has been revamped, although admittedly right now there aren't too many details on kind of specifics that have been shared, but there is going to be like a revamp to it, and just seeing some of the gameplay from that trailer, it looks awesome. And there's also going to be a new enemy faction known as the Dolls. And for the most part, right now, that's kind of all we know. They dropped a video recently that kind of went over some of the top level stuff. So that's kind of initially what you need to know. But basically, for anyone that is new to it, for anyone that hasn't necessarily played PSO2 before, consider this your entry point. It's a chance to jump in, experience the game with upgraded visuals, improved battle systems, lots of cool new features, potentially some new classes and stuff. There's lots of things we need to find out about. But this is, I'm really excited for this, honestly. I mean, already, I think back to E3 the previous year when they dropped the PSO trailer, which again came out of nowhere. Like, to think of like PSO2 coming to Xbox, that already I was just like, what? Never saw that coming. But now to have New Genesis, like a revamped standalone title as like a further point, maybe it's one of those things where there was enough renewed interest when PSO2 dropped that they were like, you know what, maybe we should invest in this more. And honestly, I'm happy with that. So that's it for the time being. That's what we currently know on New Genesis. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you're excited for the game, similarly let me know, and stick around because we will be covering this as we get closer to launch. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there. If you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with, it's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.